Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the CEO of Tenacity, Ron Davis.
Remember the last time you let a friend down? You see, we have a powerful instinct to avoid disappointing people. I'm Ron Davis, the CEO of Tenacity, and we leverage this instinct to change employee behavior and save companies millions. The US government taxes companies over $270 billion a year on their income. But unhealthy employees cost way more because they show up less, they produce less, and they quit more. This doesn't even include healthcare costs. Now, certain industries, like call centers with unhealthy workers and tight margins, have it the worst. The CEO of a call center company told me that if we could reduce his turnover by just 50 people, he'd save $2 million and he'd pay us $500,000 for it. Turnover is a call center's biggest, most expensive problem. And that is why call centers are our first market, and it's why 5 companies have signed up for paid pilots in the last 3 weeks. Now, Tenacity solves this problem by using a method invented at MIT that taps into people's deep desire not to disappoint their peers and leverages it to actually change employee behavior. We get them exercising a little bit more, managing their stress a little better, and bonded to their coworkers. And guess what? The research shows that if we do that, they are way more likely to stick around. Now, we often get asked if we're corporate wellness. We don't compete with wellness, and we don't sell to HR. Tenacity actually changes behavior, and we sell the results, which are retention and productivity, to people who can actually pay for it, like the CEOs of call center companies or VPs of operations at companies like Sprint. Right now, a call center manager who wants to increase retention has to do it the old-fashioned way, manually. It's recognition and team building and mentoring and social events and lots of consultants. There are virtually no software solutions for this. It's expensive and it's time-consuming, and we are going to replace it. Let me show you how. Meet Melissa. Melissa's a single mom who works in a call center. During her training, Tenacity helped her pick 2 coworkers as personal health and stress coaches. With Tenacity's help, Melissa sets daily goals, and we pay her coaches with Amazon Cash when she reaches those goals. We pay the coaches, not Melissa. And guess what? Melissa doesn't want to let them down. Her first goal is to get more fit. She has no time for exercise after work, so she starts walking with her coaches at lunch. Tenacity uses embedded sensors to track her progress toward her daily calorie goal. Next, she wants to manage her stress better. With a touch of the screen, she launches our breathing module, and Tenacity verifies when she reaches her goal. Now, the tracking isn't just for Melissa. We keep her coaches updated on how she's doing throughout the day, and she knows it. We let them know when to congratulate her for reaching a goal and thank her for the reward, or call her out for skipping a walk. Melissa's desire to avoid disappointing her peers will actually change her behavior. This method has been proven to be up to 7 times as effective as incentives. It's far more powerful than social games. Our advisor at MIT is one of the leading digital scientists in the entire world, and he has proven this multiple times in the top journals on the planet. This actually changes human behavior. Not an easy thing to do. And changing behavior will get the job done because healthier workers stay, workers who manage their stress stay, and workers with social connections stay. Tenacity gets them to stay, and it's virtually no work for managers. We're starting with call centers. In the US, it's an $18 billion market. Worldwide, it's over $200 billion. Next, we'll sell to other unhealthy, high turnover verticals that together are over 60 times as large. Now, we've hit a nerve. Since we started focusing on call centers, really about 3 weeks ago, 5 major companies have signed up for paid pilots, including Sprint and 4 outsourcers. Our pipeline has over 250,000 call workers in it, and that happened in the last 3 weeks. And we just found out that a certain very famous tech company, whose identity we can hint at, plans to pilot Tenacity in its call centers. And we're very proud of that fact. Our team will do this. We have been the best of the best at almost everything we touch. I worked at a Fortune 200 company and broke every record in my market in sales and was nationally recognized every year for it. Hannah has worked in and with some of the top firms in the world in marketing, acquisition, and tech. And John has led engineering at 7 startups. We also have grad degrees from Harvard, MIT, and Stanford. Our investors include my personal proudest cold call ever, Larry Summers, the former Treasury Secretary of the United States of America and president of Harvard. Look, no one likes to disappoint their peers. It's just a simple fact of life. Tenacity hacks this human instinct and has found a way to make it very profitable to improve people's lives. Join us as we change the world, one person's behavior at a time. Thank you.